But you can see yourself, if I may say something, because sometimes people don't understand the way things are going around. When this genocide happened in 1994, there was a lot of people came in with arms. That's for true. You can see that on TV until today. We still have videos. Okay.
Of course, we can debate the numbers.
Okay, then we can debate the number as much we can want to do at the moment. But what I'm trying to say at the present time is the duty role of the brigade, because M23 is not a negative force. We're in Kampala for peace talk with the Congolese government to discuss issue. Now, what the brigade needs to do at the moment is to follow those groups. It's not the duty of M23 to follow them beyond.
Actually, the MONUSCO brigade, the 2,000 that are on the ground, they are short by 1,000, I think now. They already have 2,000. Yes. Their commitment has moved away from peacekeeping to peace enforcement.
Yeah.
Right.
And in this, the commitment is, if M23 is fighting, enforce peace. That means go for them.
Engage.
Attack, engage. If it is the Mai Mai, engage. If it is the ADF, the same. If it is the FDLR, the same scenario. So they are not exclusive, at least all their documentation is not exclusive that they are going for M23.
But we've just seen it in the past few weeks. M23 was attacked on front by the Congolese army. You have FDLR with them. You have the MONUSCO with them. But when in the Mai Mai,
you had killed a Tanzanian
let me tell you,
a blue beret of the UN.
No, let me tell you something.
Fact.
No, let me tell you something. This needs to be said, because by the time we're fighting with all the coalitions of FDLR, MONUSCO, and Congolese army, there were so many groups.
Are you suggesting that MONUSCO and FDLR were in alliance attacking the M23?
Yeah, but I'm asking myself a question. What happened that time? We left the front line for independent inquiry to take place. Why? So many people don't ask the question why. Because there's so many things happen in this war. We need to know. One need to know what happened really. We left the front line not because we've been defeated by war. We left the front line to give the chance to the independent inquiry to take place, because there's no way the FRDC could have come with helicopters, tanks, to actually bomb and shell town 40 kilometers within our positions, killing people in Rungamabu, killing people in Katale, killing people in Kubumba, no investigation at all. This is 40 kilometers in our positions. That is not FRDC. And the FRDC soldiers have been paid almost $40 a month. If somebody's got 2 or 3 children, they cannot spend money for them, so they don't fight. So these are FDLR that are fighting. They try to overthrow power next door, and Kabila giving them the support. This is against the constitution. Let me tell you something.
Hold it there. Are you telling me that this is actually what is happening? That the FDLR is being used by the Kinshasa government against M23 and Rwanda. And in retaliation, Rwanda is hosting the M23 to respond.
No.
Is this a chess game where the kings and pawns, that is Kigali and Kinshasa, are sitting back, and the M23 and
we're not the bishop.
FDLR are the pawns and the bishops here?
No, we're not pawns and bishops. I will tell you something. We're dealing with some issues that are very, very important in the world today. We're talking about refugees. We sit down in the studio here. We're talking, but you don't know how these people are living there. I will ask you one day to go yourself, take your cameras, go to them refugee camps to see exactly what's happening there.
Well, the WBA's crew would be willing.
Yes.
If you offered the security, they would be willing
here in Uganda.
I know we've followed the refugees.
Right, and I'll ask you to go have a look. For 19 years, our children are born in there. We've got parents that are living there. And those people that came in, they not actually only kill people in Rwanda came to sit in Congo easily. They are refugees in Congo. And as the Congolese constitution states in Article 33, any refugees not supposed to do any political activities on Congolese soil against his own country or any other country. That is Article 53 of the Congolese constitution. And there's another article that Kabila and the government need to have a look. Is Article 15. It says the government have to take the whole full responsibility to stop anybody who rape and take them to justice against all these agreement, international, national agreement that person may have, and the Congolese government don't do it. That's the 2 articles only. And if you look,
don't they do it because they don't want to do it, or is it actually an issue of ability? Because you and I know that the larger parts of the Eastern Congo have been ungoverned since Mobutu. They're not ungoverned now. They've been ungoverned since Mobutu. They've been ungoverned since Leopold.
No, I'll take another thing, because
so are you saying they are failing to govern them, or are you saying they are deliberately allowing an opponent to use them?
We can take two things together. Let me tell you something. First of all,
let's come back to that. Let me take a quick break. Viewers will take a break, and when we come back, we will actually examine the whole topology of the Congo. Are we dealing with a too large geographical area that the state has failed to manage? Because sections of the Congo have been stateless for a donkey's years, for ages, as it were. Is this what we are dealing with? Are we dealing with a scenario where the M23 and the other Himatusi groups within the region think we should pave off a section of these and make it a country like the South Sudan? Isn't that actually the driving force behind the M23? Don't go away.
You said your leading powder was as good as Ariel. This one wash challenge will test Ariel and your leading powder to see which is the best powder. Let the challenge begin. First, chocolate, then tea, finally red sand. We will wash half with your leading powder and half with Ariel. Did your leading powder remove the stains? This team will need a second wash. And what about Ariel? Look, Ariel has cleaned in just one wash. So the best cleaning powder in one wash is Ariel. Best stain removal in one wash.
Hey you! You love Facebooking, right? With MTN super high-speed internet, you can catch up with friends non-stop on Facebook and Twitter. Keep up with the latest gossip with more than 1 million instant messages. With MTN's new internet speeds, you can have endless browsing on Facebook and Twitter. You can even surf for free. Dial *150# to get the internet that's right for you. This is world-class internet.
The biggest deal of the season is for 169,000 shillings. Get yourself a full DSTV kit and enjoy exclusive coverage for the best football action, non-stop movie action, cartoons and much more. Call 0312-245-216 to get yourself a full DSTV kit.
DSTV. Everything else can wait.
Sources of information. How do you find the depth that will enrich you? Now, one newspaper stands out of the crowd. The Observer, taking you deeper. Get a copy today at 1,500 shillings.
At Orange, we understand